pain every night that I cried. Hey guys. Yes, time. Good morning. Somebody said, let me see you. Thank you guys. Welcome back. Thank you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to just jump right into it. I don't know how I'm going to answer so many questions and talk about so many things in such a short space of time. But I believe that before anything, I owe you guys a conversation, and a conversation that's long overdue. And so I just want to jump into it and to get certain things out there, and we can chit chat a little bit and go through everything. I know it's been a long while, and I wanted you to know that I didn't purposely disappear. I didn't purposely was not coming on live. I know you guys love to see me on live, and it feels good to be on live. But before I go any further, I just want to give God all the glory and all the honor, all the thanks and all the praise for this moment, for this beautiful day, for joining us back together in life, All right, so where do I start from? There's so many things to talk about. There's so many questions, so many concerns, and I don't even know where to start, to be honest, but I'm just going to be led by the Holy Spirit. So let's rewind to last year. Let us go back in time a little bit. Last year, October, as you all know, I came off of Instagram because I felt targeted. I feel like everybody was kind of waking up every day trying to talk about me. And there was just sense of burden that came over me, like everything is spice, every day is spice, everything happened as just me, like, I was being targeted. And so I came off of Instagram, and I remember telling you guys Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from last year, October. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to take this moment for myself to kind of rejuvenate, heal. I was going through a lot of health issues that I want to kind of walk you guys through. Sometimes we're on Instagram, and because we see people laughing, we feel like, oh, they're happy. Not every laugh means happy. And I just want to be open. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be used by God to educate women on this tragic situation that I've been through. I've never come on live not knowing what I'm going to say. Yes, I'm scared. Yes, I'm afraid. Because you see, I know that at the end of this live, no matter what I say, no matter how I explain, no matter what I tell you, there's still going to be people that's going to have their own opinion. Still going to be people that's going to probably laugh, that's going to drag me, that's going to bash me, that's going to do whatever. But at the end of the day, this life is not about them. It's about me and people who genuinely love and care for me. And so I want to take this time out to say, last year, if you had prayed for me, if you had genuinely prayed for me last year, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to even start there. I want to start with God. I want to give him the glory. I want to give him all the thanks, all the praise. I want to acknowledge that there's a God. I want to acknowledge that Jesus is King. I want to acknowledge that I'm standing here by the grace of God. And I want to acknowledge that your prayers worked. If you prayed for me, if you was concerned, thank you. I appreciate you all because it's been a rough journey. So let's just go back and walk you through the journey. So my health issue that I was having, I want to see if I know how to use this as best as possible, because I want to also include photos in this live just so that you can understand what I was going through. Let me see. How do I go? Camera roll. How do I find the photos? Okay. All right. So I can't find the, hold on. I want to be very vulnerable and I want to show you everything. So let me go into this collage. As you all know, because it's no secret, I had procedures done before. I did liposuction and I had a tummy tuck done. This is a picture of my real stomach. I was suffering from something called fibrosis, and fibrosis is something that you get lumps in your belly. You know, so because of my past surgeries that I did before, I had something called fibrosis. And it's when you don't get your lymphatic massages done. So you get lumps in your belly. So this was what my real stomach looked like. But to be honest, I love myself, like, with my flaws and all. It wasn't really bothering me. It was like neither here nor there for me. I went about my day and it started to affect me when it started showing up in my outfits. Choose a different asset. Stop sharing. Okay. Yeah, just bear with me, guys. I just want to be vulnerable with you guys. I want to be open and honest. And so that's what I was going through. And like I said, it never bothered me until show up into my outfits. And so this, hold on, I can't zoom the picture. But if you look and you notice, it shows up through my clothes. And so the lumps started to get painful. In this picture, that was like the real reality of what my stomach looked like. All right. So sometimes you know, see people on Instagram, and because them can't use app and because them can't smooth out, and so it doesn't mean that everything is okay. So that was the picture of what I was going through. And let me continue. So I decided to go to the DR because a lot of people was like, oh, why she wouldn't go Miami? Why she go America? Why she go DR? I chose to go to the DR because I feel like I was more popular in America. And because, obviously, because of the same thing that happened when the internet, I was trying to avoid that. So I go to DR because, of course, you know, it's a Spanish. What I was going through. While I was in the DR, as you wrong for saying that, because I don't think everybody knows. So let me say, I don't think you know, but when you get a breast implant, it only has 10-year lifespan. Is there something wrong with the mic? You not hear me? Are you guys hearing me? I'm hearing. Check your internet. Hold on, let me check it. Hold on. Pause due to... Is that better, guys? Let me know if you're hearing me. Because I want to take a deep breath and I want to just get this off of my chest and get this out of the way. Are you guys hearing me? It said frozen. Oh my God. Yeah, and I cover the microphone. All right, let me hold the phone in my hand. Is this better? I didn't want to hold the phone in my hand, but you say I'm covering up the microphone. I can hear you. Speaker. Lisa Mercedes said they're bright and early. Oh, I forgot to England you're there. She said, yes, that's good now. You're good. Okay. Okay. Amara La Negra. I love you, sis. Oh, big up yourself, Amara. My sister Fenny, so that must depend. Yeah, big up, Fen. All right. So, okay. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Where was I now? What did I say? Okay, so that was what I was going through my stomach. So let me fast forward to when I went to the DR. So I went to the DR. I got my implants changed. And when I got my implants changed, I was consulting about my stomach and they did a mild procedure because, you know, it's fibrosis. So there's nothing. It was a very mild procedure. And I was there. I was told to stay back for like a couple days. So I was on vacation. I was doing fine. My ticket was booked to go back to Jamaica. I was doing well, as far as I thought, I was doing well. I was walking around. I want to share something else. Stop sharing. Jesus, I said that's something I had for use. Anyway, guys, can I share videos or no? I can't share videos. This is crazy. Instagram will have one. This was me on vacation.
Eddie Michael! Woo!
I can't share videos. That's amazing.
Eddie Michael!
So I was on vacation and I was chilling on the beach. I was doing good, as you see. Mr. Michael Jackson there. I'm excited, and I was just relaxing on the beach. And I booked to go back to Jamaica. However, I ate something and I started vomiting. I started throwing up. But to be honest, everybody that knows me knows that when I travel, I always bring my local Jamaican food, my bread, and my this and my that and my that. Guys, I am on live and you are aware. If you have my number, please don't call me. This is a moment that I need to just explain and, kind of update my fans. So if you have my number, if you're calling me, I go block out the live, obviously. You don't need to call me. You see that I'm on live. These people crazy. All right, so yeah, I was on vacation and I started vomiting. I started throwing up. So the vomit became very alarming to me because it wouldn't stop. So out of concern, the surgeon that I know over there, and my friends actually, big up to my friends over there, they called the doctor and they was like, no man, something is wrong with Grace. Like, can you come and check it out or whatever. When he came, to be honest, when I went there, let me go back a little bit. When I went there and I did my consult with my stomach, he was like, he asked me if I had a hernia because he noticed there was a bulge right at my belly button there or if you look back on the picture, like long story short, I was like, no. I was like, not that I'm aware of or whatever, but obviously they did the procedure and he never see nothing, wrong. And the reason why he never see anything wrong was I want to get to that. I want to take time and explain my story was because the hernia was at my side. And so when they did the procedure to the front to do your breasts, they had no reason to do scans to the side. And so he didn't see that I have a hernia. So long story short, to just fast forward quickly, I vomiting. I went to the doctor and he was very concerned when he touched my stomach. I was feeling a lot of pain and I kept vomiting. I kept throwing up. I couldn't keep nothing down. It just repeatedly vomiting. And so he called and at the day when I went, it was a Sunday. And so there wasn't nobody there to do like the MRI and stuff. Let me go back in the phone again. Because I want to share everything. Okay, so he called an ambulance. That's me when I was in the ambulance, all right? He called an ambulance to take me to another hospital. Yeah, because the one that he worked when I went there, it was a Sunday. And so he was like, I don't like how you're vomiting. I don't like your, the feeling in your stomach. We need to rush you to the hospital and we need to do an MRI. That was when I was going to the hospital in the ambulance. And somebody said turn off comments. You guys can't see. How do I turn off comments? I don't know how to turn off comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't want to properly, but I don't know if to turn off the comments. How do we do that? Turn off comments. My love, I don't know if I turn off the comments. The comments are distracting. Got it. I did it. Oh, be patient with me. That's what I asked God to do. So I'm asking you guys, just be patient with me as I walk you through this. I don't really know how to use this thing properly, but all right. So that was when I was in the hospital. That was when I was being rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Okay, so let's get off this picture now and stop sharing. So after they rushed me to the hospital, they did an MRI. That big machine. Then pushed me through the MRI machine. And I can vividly remember when they came back with the results while I was in the hospital, and I saw different like doctors and surgeons coming into the room, I can vividly remember the look on their faces like something was wrong. I remember I took up my phone and I called my sister and I was crying. Like I went ballistic because them over there, them not talk English, them speak Spanish. So most of them did that talk Spanish. But you know when you can see somebody facial expression, looking back at it, and what I went through, I can say that it's like them a look upon me like, how the fuck is she right here, like not dying or crying or in, you know, like how she just lie down there. So because what they found in the MRI scan was that I had a hernia. I want to explain this properly. I'm sorry I couldn't put down the phone. But what they found was that I had a hernia to my side and my intestines went through the hernia. My sister sent me a picture. I wonder if I can find it on WhatsApp. Lord Jesus. Ooh, child. Pardon me. Beg me. Give me time. 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 Let me see WhatsApp. Find out where the picture there where you send me. I never saved the picture. But I guess whoever knows that I wanted to show you what it was like. But I had a hernia. It poked through my intestines was going through the hernia. Because you know the hernia is a space in the muscle. And so what I was told was that my intestines was going through that little space that I had in the side, which is the hernia. And it erupted. But thank God that I had the hernia because it erupted on the outside of my muscle wall. I don't know if I'm even saying it correctly. The intestines erupted outside of that hernia muscle wall. And so if I didn't have the hernia, which is that space in the muscle, like that hole, the intestine would have erupted inside of me. If I'm not saying it correctly, I apologize. I'm just trying to be as accurate as how the doctors explained it to me. But when the intestines erupted, it started to poison my body. And it sent me into a sepsis shock. And the sepsis is the poisoning. That sepsis kills a lot of people. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here, to be alive, to be talking to you. I'm so grateful for this day. I'm so grateful to God. So the sepsis started attacking my lungs and it started to attack some of the organs in my body. The sepsis literally started to eat my skin. Like, oh my God, I don't know how to explain it to you. But my skin started to deteriorate. It started to eat my skin. It started to attack my lungs. And I didn't even know that sepsis was so dangerous. Or when I woke up and what I was going through, I'll get to that point. But it's like, looking back at it, I can't believe that there's something as sepsis that is so dangerous. It literally rotten out the entire part of my stomach where, let me just show you the picture. And I didn't want to share this picture. I didn't want to share the picture because I know that there's so many people that are so insensitive, and the blogs and the media are going to have a field day with it. Some might laugh, some might miss Jeremy. But I want to be open and I want to be vulnerable. And I feel like I owe God this. This is a testimony. This happened to me for a reason. What happens to me after today? Yes, I'm nervous. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm scared. Yes, I did not want to personally share this picture, but I got a testimony from God. I'm going to have to share it. I can't keep this a secret. I have to talk about God. I have to talk about Jesus. I have to show you what God did for me. I have to show you what Jesus brought me through, what Jesus walked me through. So even though I didn't want to share this picture, and I'm going to tell you it's very graphic, If you don't want to see my journey, I would advise you not to be on this live. Take a deep breath. It's very graphic, but I like I said, I just want to be vulnerable and open with you. I want to be honest. I want to share what happened to you. I'll share it very quickly. And this is what the sepsis did to me. It ate away my entire stomach. And I died in DR. Okay, guys? I literally died. And this is when I died. Like, nobody can tell me different. Yeah, I know it's very graphic. I'm sorry, but I want to just get this off. I want to share everything. I just want to be vulnerable. I want to be used by God. I want to share my testimony. I want to show you what God did for me. Jesus is King. And I just believe that I need to highlight that. I need to showcase that. I need to show you how good God is. And so that's what I woke up to. Okay, so let me just take a deep breath, because when I see things like that, I get emotional. And I don't want to get emotional. I want to remain strong. I kind of put the blue hearts over it because some part of it was just too tragic. But So yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't want to get emotional. So that's really what happened to me. So after the sepsis ate away my stomach, it attacked my lungs. The doctors over there in DR, I just want to highlight them a little bit. I want to big them up. I am grateful, so grateful that they never gave up on me. They let me stop a little bit. I don't want to cry. I just want to, get everything out there. All right, one minute. Ooh.